Mornings don't have to feel rushed, chaotic, or overwhelming. One of the easiest ways to create calmer, more productive mornings is to spend a few minutes each evening preparing for the day ahead. So, in today's episode, I'm sharing 4 simple nighttime habits that are going to help you feel more organized, reduce the stress, and start each day with confidence. These quick evening habits take just a few minutes, but they can make a huge difference in how smoothly your home and schedule run.
Are you ready to stop the chaos, the stress, the overwhelm that's filling your life? I'm Renee Matt, and together you and I are going to build simple routines that are going to change your life. When you put these habits into practice, you're going to be able to organize your life in a way where you can be there for your family, pay off your debt, save money, your house can stay organized, you don't have to stress about what's for dinner, and you still get time for yourself. So without further ado, let's get started. Welcome to the Routine Advantage Podcast.
If you're ready to wake up feeling prepared instead of playing catch up, you are going to love these 4 simple habits because they are a great place to start and you can use them at any point throughout the year. You do not have to be in a certain season of life. So, as we're going into summer, especially, like these are going to give you that solid start so that you don't wake up feeling like you're already behind. We do not like that feeling. So, anything we can do to get ahead of the game, we're going to want to do. And doing these habits, it's a way to really focus on small things at a time because when we're trying to feel less overwhelmed, we look at things as a whole. And sometimes when you see everything that needs to be done, it can feel very overwhelming. And most of us in those situations will just shut down or we go overboard and we go too much. And then we're constantly trying to keep up. But doing it this way, it allows you to look at just 4 simple habits to really hone in on these and focus on getting these done each night. And they will make a world of difference for you if you're not already doing these. And then if you feel like you need to build on from there, you can, but start with these 4 so that you can get that baseline. You might get these 4 in and you're like, this is perfect. I don't need more than this because then it does feel overwhelming. But this is what is going to help my day start smoothly. And you can totally stay with just these 4, or you can switch them out. Like, feel free to switch them out. But when you are really focusing on specific things that you're going to do, it makes it feel a little bit more doable because it's just a single task that you're focused on. You can really put in your effort and move on to the next thing, and you make more progress this way rather than multitasking and trying to do everything at once. So, we're going to go through these are the 4 simple nighttime habits that are going to make your mornings easier. And one before I get started here, one quick note, you can do them all at one time and build it into a routine, or you can keep these as singular habits that you do at whatever point in the evening works best for you. So you have to decide that, but you can kind of think through what works best for your life and test things out if you aren't really sure. Test it out, try it at one point, and then, try something else the next night and see what works best when you complete it over time. All right, here we go. So, number 1, you want to reset your kitchen. And this means you are going to clear and wipe down your counters. You're going to wash the dishes or start the dishwasher. We want to make sure that everything is clean from dinner. So, a huge tip on this, if you haven't heard me say it before, fill your sink with hot soapy water before you start cooking and then wash as you go. This helps a ton and it's way less cleanup at the end of dinner. Sweep if you need to, or vacuum, whatever you need to do to clean up the floors so you're not coming into a dirty floor. Like that always makes everything feel worse. But this is what you're going to want to do is just go through and quickly reset your kitchen space because walking into a clean kitchen in the morning will set the tone for your entire day. And it is preventing you from taking yesterday's mess and carrying it into tomorrow because we already have enough on our plates, right? So we do not need to worry about yesterday's mess. We want to take care of it so that we can start our day nice and fresh. Number 2 is to reset your main living spaces. I'm not saying go through and clean your entire house. I'm saying take your living spaces, you're going to pick up the clutter, you're going to put away any toys, any books, any random items, you're going to straighten the blankets and the couch pillows. Because when you are tidying your living space before you go to bed, it means that you will have that sense of calm and it will make your home feel manageable. You are going to wake up and you're going to enter your living space and you're not going to see the mess, you are going to see a tidy home. Number 3 is to set up your morning. So, this means whatever your morning looks like, you want to set yourself up for success. So, if you're a coffee drinker, then you want to prep the coffee maker. If you're a tea drinker, prep the tea station. You lay out your workout clothes and your workout shoes if you're going to get a morning workout in. Or if you're going to work, lay out your work clothes ahead of time. Gather anything that you are needing for your morning routine. These are the things that you can do to just set yourself up for success in the morning. So it's going to depend largely on what your morning looks like and what you're trying to accomplish. But this is the time where you can just take some time to pull everything together that you're going to need so you don't have to worry about it in the morning because we are reducing that decision making in the morning. And this is going to help you follow through on your healthier habits and start the day with momentum rather than feeling behind because you have to take time to gather all these things in the morning. We want to get you going right away and feeling really prepared. And then number 4 is to review tomorrow's meals. Check your meal plan, move meat from the freezer to the refrigerator if you need to, prep ingredients if you need to, make a note of any schedule conflicts that could impact your meals. And this is the time to really take that review. If something came up that was not originally happening and your meal plan is planning for a dinner at home and it's going to be a little bit longer dinner, but now something came up and you're going to have a shorter amount of time, you're going to want to flip that around. Is there something quicker that you can make? By taking the time to review that the night before, it allows you to not make that decision in the moment. So it's going to feel less stressful. You're going to have a little bit more time to process. You're going to feel more prepared. And then that way, if you do need to shift things, you can decide, do you need to bring anything out of the freezer? Do you need to prep a little bit extra the night before? This is one that I really like doing while I'm making dinner. So I don't wait until I'm like ready to go to bed to review tomorrow's meals. I like to do this the night before at dinner time because then also not only am I able to like take things out of the freezer at that moment while I'm in the kitchen, but I'm also able to prep additional items if I'm already working with that. So if I'm already using onions tonight and I know I'm going to have onions tomorrow, I can just chop extra and have some for tomorrow. I actually like to do a lot of like chopping so that I chop once for the whole week. That is the best thing to do. I love like chopping a bunch of onions and putting them in a mason jar and then being able to just dump them into whatever I'm using when I need them, and all sorts of other things. And I'll do another episode on that kind of thing. But basically, you're wanting to take note of what you can do today to make life easier for you tomorrow. So that's what you're going to do in this step. And this is just going to prevent the 5 p.m. what's for dinner stress. Like, we don't like that. So, and when we can prepare ahead of time, that's what we want to do. So, in closing, none of these habits take very long on their own. When you pull them together, you can do this really quickly and kind of quickly run through this as a full routine. Or, like I said, you can do this at different points in time. So, if you're like plan is to review tomorrow's meals when you're making dinner also like I do, then you might also want to reset your kitchen immediately after dinner. But then if you are focused on resetting your living space and setting up your morning, maybe you're doing those a little bit closer to nighttime or to bedtime. Maybe you're setting up your morning while the kids are getting ready for bed, or you're resetting the living space in that 10 minutes before you are going to bed because you've been using the living space. And now it's like, okay, now you're getting up and you are getting ready to go to bed, but let's just take 10 minutes to just straighten everything up because that is the time that you're going to go do that. It's totally up to you what works best for your life, but they really don't take very long. They are very quick, and when you're used to doing these, you just start repeating them without even really thinking about it. And you have to remember too that the goal isn't perfection. It is just creating a smoother transition from one day to the next. So you don't have to go through and clean everything perfectly. It is just having those specific habits to quickly reset something and move on. And if this feels really overwhelming, like I said before, just start simple. Start with one habit if you need to. If you need to start with one and then build on and go with the second one the next week and then bring in the third one the next week, just build on to what you can. You do not have to do all of these at once in order to feel prepared. It's just something to help you. There is no judgment here, but start simple because it's going to be more consistent. You're going to build the consistency if you start simple rather than trying to do too much at once. And then just remember that by doing these small, simple habits, your future self will thank you tomorrow morning. So before you go to bed tonight, try at least one of these habits and see how you feel tomorrow. See if it helped. See if you have your morning flow a little bit smoother and just notice those things. If you need to tweak something about it because it's not quite what you are hoping it would be, then tweak it. You have complete control to customize the habits and routines in your life to create systems that work well for you. So, take control to do that, and I hope that it helps you. So, a quick recap of those 4 simple nighttime habits that make your morning easier is number 1, reset the kitchen. Number 2, reset the main living spaces. Number 3 is to set up your morning. And number 4 is to review tomorrow's meals. So, if you are loving this podcast, I would love it if you shared a review or a testimonial. You can actually go into your podcast app and you can leave a rating or review right there. Or if you would like to, you can leave an audio message for me. I don't advertise this very much. It is on my website at reneemat.com. But if you would like to leave an audio message for me, I would love to hear from you. You can share what you've been loving about the show or how it's helped you, or you can even ask me a question that I can answer right on the show. So if you would like to do that, it's just like leaving a voicemail. And if you're nervous about it, you can also delete it. Like you have time to review it before you submit it. So if that scares you, just know like there is no judgment. Just go ahead and send me an audio message. I would love to hear from you. You can go to speakpipe.com/theroutineadvantagepodcast. If that is too much and too much to type in, you can also just go to reneemat.com and then click on the podcast page and scroll to the bottom because then you're going to have it right on the bottom and you can just click the button, allow it to record your voice and leave me a message there. So I hope that that was helpful for you and I will catch you back here on the next episode.
Did you love that episode or learn something useful? If so, would you do me a huge favor? My goal is to grow this podcast and help as many women as I can break free from the overwhelm so they can truly enjoy their life. The best way for me to do this is for you to leave a 5-star written review on your podcast app and to share this episode with a friend or in your Instagram stories. I appreciate you being here. I hope you have a wonderful day and I will see you on the next episode. Take care.